We are live. Yes. Yes, we are live. Hello, world.
Hello everyone. So we are live today, the 1st of December.
1st of December,
Or
2021.
yeah, already. My gosh, I can't believe it. It's already December and 2022 is around the corner.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a holiday season, Christmas season. And as you can see, we are in full Christmas mode.
Yes, this isn't just a background. This is actually a real tree. And today we're doing our live session. And the reason we're doing our live session is because our channel, we're celebrating 1 year. So,
Yeah.
happy birthday. So we have a little of bubbly. Happy
Thank
birthday, the Star family, and to you. And today we're going to talk about our channel, our journey so far. And as you can see on the background, this is our very first video. Do you remember the first video? What was going through your head when we were filming it?
It was weird to talk to a camera at first because I was like, why? I felt stupid talking to a camera.
Right.
But I think as you get used to it, you kind of visualize the people that you're talking to, because when you people are commenting on a video and sometimes they have pictures, you kind of visualize those people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I remember saying that I want to see myself a year from now to see the growth. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that I have grown. I feel a bit more comfortable talking to a camera, talking to you guys. So yeah, it's good. It's a good journey, and we're
Okay.
still growing. And like I had no doubt that we will continue a year from now. Like it's not as if we were planning on starting it and then
Mm-hmm.
stopping in 6 months time, because this is something that we really enjoy and that we want to do. So yeah, I'm definitely happy about that.
Yeah, and I just took the screenshot. So it's actually today, the day that we actually start the channel, we have 5,567 subscribers. So it's like 567, 5567. And the reason, we're celebrating the 1st of December is because last year I actually registered, the YouTube channel on the 1st of December. I just thought, the 2020, was very crazy year. And I wanted to do it, on the first day of the last month of the year. So yeah, so that was the idea behind. And do you want to say hello to Alex and Safi and Vivian?
Oh, hello Alex, hello Safi, hello Vivian.
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 You cannot say the name in French. So yeah, it's good. I feel good, and I cannot wait to see how it's gonna be like in 2 years' time. Is it something you want to do every year, like year two celebration, year three
Yeah, like
celebration?
milestones. I mean, it's interesting because it's kind of, you're looking back, and on many occasions, you don't really look back on what happened yesterday, what happened last week, 2 weeks. But then, now at least I'm that age, when I'm kind of, I'm thinking, oh man, that was like 10 years ago. And then, oh wow, that was like 15 years ago. And oh wow, that was 20 years ago. So you don't really feel like time is passing.
Yeah.
And it's just, you don't feel it. So if you're not celebrating it, then you will pass that milestone and you will never even recall, and you will never feel that, it's a next stage, if you like. So
Yeah. So what is the plan for the year two of this channel? What do you want to do? Where do you see us in year two?
well, in terms of the content, I mean, we kind of, we're still figuring out, what we're doing, because it's kind of, um we just you just take the camera, and I brought the camera, today. So this is the camera that we're using. So anytime, um just open the camera, I'll take this video, just for the record. So anytime we're going anywhere, I'll just take the camera, and we're just filming it, as we traveling. Well, it's not much traveling, but as we're traveling or as we're going somewhere. So I think we're still kind of figuring out what our channel um, is about, if you like it's a family channel, yes.
I mean, figuring out the contents, relevant, interesting contents.
I think the figuring out the concept, like what are we doing. But I think this kind of the sit down, again, that's um judging by the reception. I think the kind of the sit down, when we just sit down, talk in front of the camera, it works for us. I think this is something that our
Yeah,
subscribers, our community, like to watch.
when we're having a discussion and we
Yeah.
give our opinion, and yeah, so that's why we introduced the Let's Talk About. So we will be having conversations there, sometimes a bit of adult conversations. So if you have kids watching the channel, when you know that it's Let's Talk About, just tell the kiddies that this is not for you now. And we will be giving our takes on different topics. Sorry, excuse me. So we have a list of different topics. There's a second video coming out, and we saw that the reception on the parenting that you guys did appreciated it, like it. So it's a nice feeling, and I just want to remind you guys that yeah, you can give your opinions and let's discuss and respectfully, if you don't agree with something that we've said, you can comment in a respectful manner. And to be honest, we have a very good community. I'm not going to complain. We're building a very good community with very nice, kind people. We do get some comments here and there, but it's so far so good, and I'm very happy, to have you guys to be part of our community. And like, I would like to say 100K in year two. Let's pick that into existence.
No,
Why not?
I mean, if we're talking about the YouTube, as a YouTube works, I think when people do say that the first year 10,000 subscribers, that's kind of what you're aiming. But again, it depends on what you do. And you were talking about just now that when we discuss stuff that it's not for kiddies. And I just want to say one thing is that on our channel we'll never do anything explicit, and we'll never like kind of pranks. Like you probably you watch the other family channels, and you see some of them they getting many views, but those kind of pranks, that's not we that's not what we do. That's not what we do in real life. That's not what we do on our channel. And I also read some of some of you commented on the fact that what we do is different to others. And I really appreciate those comments, and it's really what got me think is like, well, yeah, what we do is we're just natural. This is how we are. I mean, my wife, she always as beautiful as she is now.
It's not true. After this, I'm gonna remove my makeup and go to bed.
You are. Usually she's waking up like this.
Yeah, I wake up like this with earrings and lipstick and my hair all.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. I wake up like this.
So we're not going to do any pranks. The only thing is that the discussion, I guess, we're going to do. I think some of the topics we will still be as a civilized,
Yeah.
the
I mean, when
politically correct, is it the right?
No, I mean, when I say some of the topics will not be necessarily about, will not, like, I will not advise the kids to watch it. Let's say if I mention the word sex and your kids don't know what it is,
then you will have to answer those questions.
Yeah, so in the Let's Talk About session, so maybe we can bleep them actually.
No, this is not made for kids. And even the time that we're releasing the videos when the kids are in bed. And talking about the kids and the channel, I actually have this is kind of a funny story. So well, let me ask you,
oh no,
there's nothing. It's nothing like, oh no. It's like during this year, us doing the YouTube, what was the the funny situation, or how should I put funny awkward situation, something that a story behind us filming?
Before we film, out of, let's say, 116 videos that we film, I would say at least 80% before we film, this lovely man here likes to bug me. Yeah, so before we film, he does something to put me in a bad mood, and then I'm like, "Why do you do that just before we film?" So I would say this is the.
It's a bit of stressing, filming. I have to tell you.
So like literally 30 minutes before we film, there's a stupid petty arguments that comes up, and then I'm like, "Let's just film. I want to get this out of the way." So.
But that's not what we do the lives, right?
No, before we did the live snack, Kirill is not sleeping, so I might have to get up and take him. But yeah, I think the stress, well, it's not the stress, but the anticipation before you film gets everybody heightened. And then I would be like, I'm ready. And then he's like, but you said you were ready 5 minutes ago. And then we will just get into something very silly. But I would say the video that I really liked was when I talked about my experience with Kirill birth, and it was very therapeutic. I felt like me just putting it out there and reading the comments of other women, it really helped me. And I was surprised at the amount of crying that I did, because I didn't realize that I was still, my emotions were still that raw, that I was still really not hurt, but that I was still really like holding on to those feelings. And then talking about this, I just released them, and I feel so much better. And I feel like YouTube can also be therapeutic in a way. And yeah, I think that was for me, was the most impactful video that we did this year, like the testimony about Kirill's birth.
Okay, to me, I wasn't gonna, say this, the serious stuff. To me, it was, that was actually last year before Christmas. So we filmed, our Christmas video. How we do the presents, how we're wrapping up the presents and everything. And then, at that time, Annabelle and Kirill, they were using iPad. They were using iPad with, mommy, the Gmail that mommy is using. So basically, because mommy was watching, our videos on her, on her Gmail. When Annabelle was going through the feed of the videos, she actually saw the video of us wrapping the presents. So she came up, we're still on bed, yeah, and I still remember that. And she came up, that was like last year. She was like still 4, right? And she came up with the iPad and said, "Oh, I know that was you. It's not Santa. It was you that wrap up the presents, and there's no Santa." So to me, that was like, I think this was the worst thing about us doing the YouTube, because.
Well, you gave a good explanation. Like Santa was busy, so he.
No, that was fun. But then after that, I just bought 2 different iPads, and I did, their own Gmail, so they cannot see our channel. And talking about our channel, as you can see up there, this is the videos. And this is most popular videos. I just like. Can you see it?
How we met.
Yeah. So the first video, how we met. So this is the most popular video. That is still kind of getting a lot of views, and we have almost 500. How many views we got throughout the whole year? If I just
I can look it up. So what do you want to see? How many views?
How many views we have? In the.
Well, you want people to share that video, or what do you want?
Okay, no. I just want to know if it's okay. It's 470,000. I was hoping it's going to be 500,000. So it's like, even now before it's 70. But out of that, 140,000 plus, it's just a how we met video. And that video, do you remember when we was filming? What was the energy there?
I don't think that we had an argument before filming. I don't know. Okay. What was the energy? It was during Valentine's, so we wanted to release it during Valentine's.
It was before. It was released on 7th. Yeah, the 7th of February. So it was February. So we just, I remember we sat in the chair and we talk about. And as we talk about, I think, the therapeutic. Yeah, therapeutic, part of doing YouTube is that you really, you kind of, live in your memory. And then, it's also there on the screen. So it's an interesting exercise. And to me, have kind of those memories, how we met, and talking about it on camera. That was cool, but I never imagined it will actually get so much attention. So to me, it was something really like, oh wow, that is cool, that's interesting. The only thing is that the background music, because at the time I was only starting editing the videos, and the background music is very um loud, so you cannot really hear what we're saying there. So I still have this idea that we maybe do the remake, like another take, and just do it in better
So,
quality.
from my understanding, what you want to do with the How We Met, you want to do a mini film to kind of show the sceneries behind
Ideally,
everything.
yeah, because it is a quiet story. I mean, it was written in the
I'm not a
newspaper.
good actress, so
Oh, babe, it's okay. You just be
you can
yourself.
hire somebody to play me. I'm not a good actress.
What's the name of the person?
I've got no idea, but
Remember we were doing another
Yeah, I know,
video.
she has-
Rose.
yeah, she's Latina, isn't she?
What's her name?
Rosa something, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you want to redo the video again? It's kind of like a mini film.
Well, that's the idea, but I think it should be done during the summertime, because we met it was summertime. It has to be right energy, because going and filming it now when it's cold and windy and dark, I don't think it's the right energy. So I think next summer we will do it. I can actually see how we can make this as a mini movie.
Well, you met me the same day you met my sister Sondra, so you want her to, you want her to be.
She can be there as well. I mean, it's documentary. It's documentary.
Agree to put in the movie.
Are we gonna blur her face? It's like
She's not gonna agree to that.
Well, look, Sandra, if you're watching this, it's 150,000 views. There will be like 1.5 million in here. So yeah, so that's how we met video. And I think by the way, I think what people like is the picture there, the thumbnail. And this is our first wedding that we actually been at, right? It's actually taken in wedding, and it took by a photographer who actually took the next. Yeah, that's the next one. Do you see the next one?
No, I don't see it. What is that?
You cannot see
it. The wedding.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the wedding?
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. I thought I couldn't see the highlights. So the wedding. What about the wedding?
So it's also the same photographer. So this is the guy. He took that first picture, and after that he took all our pictures that you see in the house, from all the weddings. Was it a traditional wedding?
Yeah.
Or was a different one?
No, he took all our picture, traditional, everything, the traditional, the registry and everything. But you're mumbling off. What are you going at?
Pardon?
Why are you talking about the photographer?
No, I just say that the second most popular video is the wedding, and that wedding, it's also, it took me a long time to actually edit it. It was technically it was not easy to do it, but when I did it and I released it, it was also very good. The reception, people really like it, and it was our wedding. And again, kind of looking at that wedding, and looking at the kind of looking at the memories, that was also was really good. It was really good. So it's really when I'm thinking about our journey, the 12 months.
Yeah, like I know we mentioned before that YouTube is something we always wanted to do. Well, you always wanted to do, but I wasn't ready. And I'm not dwelling on it, because I know that when it's your time, it's your time. When it's not your time, it's not your time. So that's why I'm saying that, look, a year or two from now, we don't know where we're going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be better and bigger. So let's just continue with what we're doing. And I think the kids, it's also good for the kids, because it kind of bring them out of their shell. Well, Annabelle is not shy anyway, but Kirill, I think it's also helping Kirill to just come out of his shell. Like if we compare Kirill at the start, he was always running away from the camera, or he will be screaming at the camera. But now he's actually like coming in front of the camera, hello guys. So he's also getting used to it. Also myself, I wasn't too comfortable talking in front of the camera, but now I'm getting comfortable. So I think you and Annabelle were the natural in the family, whereas myself and Kirill, we had to kind of learn and adapt. But what I love about doing YouTube is that it's kind of like our own personal diary, if you
Yeah,
like, you know. I will,
that's the most
yeah,
important.
like, you know, going back to us going to the circus for the first time with the kids and then just keeping that memory there forever. It's amazing. And what else? What, like, even sharing Christmas 2020, looking back at how little the kids were, and then we're gonna be doing some vlogmas for 2021 and just, you know, having laugh and scream and laughter. It's really good. So it is something that we really enjoy doing now, and I'm happy that we're doing it now. I don't think that when you wanted to do it, it was the right time, especially having back-to-back pregnancy. Remember, like with Kirill, it was really
I wasn't
difficult.
thinking at that time. The only time I was actually thinking of YouTube, it was 2014.
13.
No, 14, 15, when I was getting ready to get married. Well, 14, I think that was the time, and it wasn't like constantly thinking about. I just had this idea. I'd say, for a month, couple of months maybe. That it wasn't really like I wasn't ready for it. Okay, so it
You were
was
not ready for it, but you planted the seed in my head as well.
it was something that I thought like, oh, that will be interesting. Like I actually thought about that. Oh yeah, that will be interesting. Just to have that journey. And I think also because at that time we were planning for a wedding, we were traveling to many places. All these castles. Remember? It was nice. And the nice part about it is that when you're traveling there and you're meeting these, the
The
wedding
wedding venue.
planners, yeah, they're offering you tea, coffee, biscuits. So I think it's cool. You just go there.
I didn't like the wedding planning. It was stressful.
Right. It wasn't stressful to me. I
Yeah,
was
I did
I
all the
was
research.
happy.
I was just saying, we're going there, we're going there. So by the time the wedding was done, I was just the wedding day was there. I was just waiting for the day to be over to sleep because I was stressed from vendors and budgeting and everything. So for me, like we always say that we want to do a second wedding, and that's it. You guys just do whatever, and I'll just come there.
I'm up for it.
I'll just come
Me,
for in the venue and then
I will
hope,
come for a party.
and then
So
hope
that
for
will
the
be.
best, and that's it. Like you can do everything. I'm not gonna lift a finger.
Yeah, it's to me, I'll be like, okay, there's a party, I'm attending it. So definitely this is what I will do. And just kind of scrolling through these videos. Do you see the next video that is on?
Yeah, what's the title?
How we
The
Oh
proposal?
yeah, the proposal. It's how Remember the proposal?
Yeah, I remember the proposal in. Yeah, we did a video on the proposal. So I remember how you were driving nervously. Like I was like, where are we going? So what do you want? What why are you going with this?
No, it's actually no. So basically, what I'm doing, so I'm going, the pictures up there. I'm just going. It's the most popular videos, and that's again, we talking about us. Been doing YouTube for 12 months now, for a year, celebrating that year. Mommy, celebrating. So, guys,
We have
cheers.
to drop this kid to school tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
we need to be careful because 7 a.m. But thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be celebrating it now as much.
so the proposal, what is the
So first
highlight
of
of the
all,
proposal?
the picture there. Remember, the
That was
picture.
another wedding again.
That was another one. So now I'm looking, the pictures
That was
because
the wedding of my cousin in Italy.
yeah.
The
So
picture, yeah, the thumbnail.
so I'm just going through this and I'm like, what is going on here? So this is actually us in 2014 in Italy. This picture was taken there, and I just put it on the how we met, because we're not really taking pictures. We should, but we're not really taking pictures for the videos. So we just we doing the videos, we're uploading the videos, and then I'm like, okay, what picture am I gonna put there? So
Well, you want a grabbing a picture, a picture that grabs your attention. So really, it doesn't matter as long as it's a grabbing attention
it
picture.
has to be the right as well. Like you
Mm.
cannot put a picture when you're eating the chocolate, and then the video is about, I don't know, going and visiting the castle. So that's the idea. But I'm just looking at all these pictures that I have there. It's the wedding pictures, because how I, the proposal story, how Max proposed to Patricia. That's what it's called. Um, yeah, this picture is taken in Italy. That the wedding in Italy as well, and the proposal story was also cool because I think the again, because it's a true story, and again, talk in the front of the camera, see yourself there, and then looking at, you know, um, looking at this, filming, when you're editing, it's interesting because it's like, oh wow,
I mean, it was good to actually talk about this because I know some people when they propose they have like a video
right?
to keep as a memory, but for us we didn't have a video, so now to go back and just kind of explain what happened, that's also a kind of a way to document that video as well.
Mm.
So and then sorry, and then when the kids ask, okay, how daddy, how did you propose to mommy?
There we go and watch the
Go and
video.
watch the video, you know.
Yeah, I guess so. And the next one is the wedding again. So I guess like mostly what people interested in is the weddings. Okay, we
And
want to
this
see,
wedding, I enjoyed it because I
right?
didn't prepare. It was mom who prepared everything. I just had to show up with the dress, and
Mm,
and that was just actually, I think this wedding is the wedding that I actually enjoyed the best, the most. The
right.
food was just African food. The music, African music, because obviously it was a traditional wedding, and I think everyone had a good time, and everyone was actually chilled. It was not as formal as the white wedding, and I
Hmm.
think you also had a good time for
But that
that
was our
wedding.
first wedding as well.
Yeah, but this is how it goes. When you marry an African girl, you have to start with the traditional wedding
Sure.
first. So that's always the first wedding. So the traditional wedding is kind of like an official engagement.
Mm.
It's like you marry traditionally, but it's also like an official engagement. So you always have to go through it.
But you know what, this one, yeah. Now
Mm.
that you say, for you, there was like, oh yeah, you just show up and you were enjoying, But that was a bit stressful because I was the one who was preparing everything. Do you remember?
Yeah, because you're coming to, well, you were the one who was saving for the bride price.
No, no, no. On the day, with the gazebo, with the tables, with
Oh
everything,
yeah.
So I actually, had to drive. I had to bring the. Can't remember now. What what was it? The drinks, like
Mm.
I was actually, like this is the wedding that I was actually involved in organizing, like physically.
Mm.
And on day of the wedding, because it was an open air,
Open event, open
yeah,
venue.
open air party.
Sorry.
And we in Ireland, it started raining at some point. It started raining, and I'm like, "Gosh, we're not doing this." And
Oh
then,
yeah.
and then my beautiful wife, she, um, I remember. Well, hold on a second. Makeup, because you first there was one makeup, and then you went and you redo the
So
makeup,
what happened is I was doing my makeup,
right?
and I don't know who called me to go back to the venue to check something. So
Yes.
when I came,
Oh, you came.
yeah, I
Yes.
came to check on something, and I had to go back. But I did really enjoy this wedding. Everyone had a good time, and the only stressful time was when it was raining. It was raining, but then rain means
Mm,
good luck,
yes.
and it rained. It also rained in our white wedding.
Okay.
It was also raining. I remember that because when I was putting on my makeup and the photographer was taking my picture, and I was stressed that it was raining, and she was like, "Oh no, rain is good luck. Don't worry about it." And when the rain goes by, so the photographer, they don't mind that it rains because after the rain passes, everything is brighter because of the water. So she was like, "It's actually good," and she was trying to kind of distress me. But yeah, it rained for both our weddings, and apparently it's good luck. I don't really believe in those things, but here we go.
Um, Talking about that wedding, and we have the video, but we never actually discuss it. What I do remember, the scare of that wedding is that you're supposed to. So when you entering the venue, there will be women that greeting you, right? And the woman should be like, oh, so you have to buy the shoes, you have to buy this. So basically, you have this. It's just a
It's a little game
it's
that
a
they play.
ceremony, yeah, it's a ceremony, but you have this, bunch of, and that was US dollars, just $1, and you have to kind of pay for everything. Oh yeah, this is for the shoes, this is for this is right. And I remember walking, so they will have some just a cloth, right, on the floor, on the
Ankara
ground.
clothing.
Yes, and I remember, there was this woman, and she's like, "Oh, you need to buy the shoes, you need to buy these." And I had this $100, right? So that was, and when she was saying, "Oh, you have to do this, you have to do that," and at some point, I'm realizing that I only have like a couple banknotes left.
You didn't bring enough.
It's not that, like, at that moment, I'm like, why I didn't get 200? Like that. I remember I was scared that if she continued this, I will be. What am I going to do? I'm going to be embarrassed. Do you take cards? But no, like it was fun, But I remember, that particular day, that was me. And then the flashback from that wedding is that when we went, there was one guy from US, and he wanted to, I can't remember, he wanted to buy some alcohol or something, and we drove, so we drove. I drove him to the nearest shop, and I was wearing all this traditional stuff. So I went in the shop, and it didn't click, and then I'm in the shop, and I'm like, oh, is that people looking at me because the way I was dressed,
I don't think they looked at you.
maybe they did. It's not like people dressing up in Dublin.
But like what you're talking about is kind of like, it's a little game that they do before you get into the bride. They have to tell you, well, she's over there. You need to give us a ticket to bring her. She's like in this location. She's in that location. So it's a little game that they do. But I think that they were very gentle with you because you're not Congolese. If you were Congolese, they would have been a bit more aggressive. But look, they were very, very gentle with you.
Like I'd say again, like I think the kind of the whole point, instead of having $100, I should have 200. So always.
Well, you can warn Kirill next time that this is what he needs to do.
Next time. Next time. So another one, is our vlog. The very first time, that we vlog, and I remember just taking the camera, and we start filming, and it was really just just us talking about us to you.
2020 was very hard, and I remember when we were doing that very first video, I was reflecting back on what happened in the beginning of the year, because it was very, very tough. And it was also tough for us as a couple because we were in each other's space 24/7, and there were lockdown happening here and there, and then people will freak out because they will go to the shop to just pile up on clothes, on food, on diapers and everything. So it was a very scary time. So when December happened, I was very grateful that we were together and we were healthy, because like some people were making jokes that, oh yeah, 2020 there's going to be lots of divorce because couples are going to be on top of each other all the time. And it was very stressful because like we didn't have any space for ourselves.
We still,
I think we're adjusting now. We're adjusting.
It's a new lockdown, right?
I don't know. Don't say that. It hasn't been announced yet. But
said this today.
I said that it might. I didn't say that there is. It might happen. It might. So so it was really, I was very grateful to arrive in December and to be healthy. And now it's kind of a new reality. We're used to being, well, it's not a lockdown yet, but if it happens, we've already had a lockdown and we will know how to deal with it. Yeah. And then we're working from home with 2 young kids. It is not easy, but I feel like, when we're parent in this situation, you just have to adapt and just go on with life, because what can you do? Your kids need you. You cannot just, give up and abort the ship. But yeah, I'm hoping that next year in 2022, we will actually travel for the summer, because I am fed up. But we'll see.
We need to travel. In fact, we were talking about traveling, next week? Next week to go into UK. But with all this, Corona, you don't know. You might not even be able to go to the airport.
I don't know.
It's just you cannot plan anything. Babe, do you want to say hi? So we have Luis and Luis Ama, is it? Yeah. Hello guys. GNP.
So hello. Hello Luis,
Miriam,
GNP Swirl. Hello Mariam, and me meal fit tray, I think. So yeah, hi. So yeah, hello, hi everyone. So thank you for being here with us. I know it's the middle of the week, and tomorrow we either
But the
working.
birthday is birthday. You cannot choose, your birthday.
Yeah.
Well, in our case, we can, but
I mean, yeah, it's an impromptu life. So yeah, tomorrow you either working, or if you have kids like us, you have to do drop off. So we're not gonna keep you guys too long here. We just wanted to pop up and say hi and thank you for being with us in this journey and supporting us, because obviously seeing those lovely comments, they give us this determination to continue making videos. It's actually nice to share this with you.
yeah,
And yeah, just like building this nice community with really kind people. I was saying earlier in the video that we rarely see like negative comments, and I know as we grow bigger, we will attract more troll, but I know that at the core of our community we have
yeah.
really
It's
kind
it's real.
people.
It's real. I mean, I'm looking at the screen, and it looks like almost the backdrop, but it's actually
Oh, the Christmas
this is
tree.
yeah this is this is the real trend. Talking about shares, what I'd like to ask you is that if you can share our videos, with your friends, just the WhatsApp, you know, I don't know, Facebook, because that will help. That will really help. So if um, you can send this, to maybe 5, 10, of your friends, of your family who might be interested. I'll be really appreciate that, because to do this, on YouTube, now YouTube is a massive machine, so it's really it's really tough. It's tough place to be. And we'd like to grow. We'd like to have more people in our community, communicate with more people. But for this, we do need your help. So if you help us, that would be amazing.
It will happen with time. We will
Yeah.
grow with time. It's just once YouTube picks up the family channel, it will pick up. So I have no fear that it will happen. I know it will happen, but it's up to us to be consistent as well.
And Luis Amma is asking, do you guys ever hope to go full time with YouTube? Full time with YouTube, I think myself. I think it will be tough. Like, you still, you do need like, just to do YouTube alone. I think also, you will get tired of it. So it has to be, it has to be a part time. You need to do something else, because just to get the camera, just get prepared, and everything. It's it's consuming. It's not easy, and I think it's important to um, be very much dedicated to YouTube, but also have something else. The right balance. Because
I mean, when I think Louise is asking full time, is it? I don't think she means like releasing videos every single day, but just something that is our job. And this is something that I wouldn't mind, because I have a background in business, and I'm thinking of doing something business related as well. So personally, I would love to do YouTube full time, but it's not in a way to actually release videos every single day, because you will have a burnout. You will have content block out, or whatever it's called. Like, you will just not know what to actually release every day. But this is something that I love doing. I understand now, this content creation, and yeah, it's something that I would love to do. Yeah.
do you want to read that?
So Luis said again, have you been able to film so much recently with work and everything? Yeah, we're able to film because we're organizing ourselves. So we have some content,
Mommy organizing me.
well, I am organizing. So we have some content that he's working on. Are you complaining?
I'm not complaining.
Time is precious when you have two
I'm
kids.
not complaining, but like, really, what we do is whatever we do, I will take the camera, and I will just take the camera. I will start filming, and then just try to kind of figure out, okay, what is the story, because it has to be something interesting for you guys to watch as well, not just us, walking. But look, this is us, like, this is us, and this is what we do. And if you like, what we do, then I guess you will be interested in watching our videos.
I mean, I think people love family channel because they get to grow, especially when they're kids, because they get to grow
That's
with
interesting.
kids, like see the kids progress, see the development, and see the family develop. That's like Annabelle is what, she's 5 now, and let's say when she's 8 years old and we're still doing this, because we're still gonna be doing this. It's gonna be fun for the guys to see how much she has progress, and Kirill as well, who was this shy little shy little
guy.
boy in
Guy.
the background, and just blooming into a 7 years old boy, and and things. And if God blesses us with another addition, seeing that new life also grow. So I think that's what people that do like family channel, and they do get attached to families, because you get to grow with them, but also with, like, you have to be also relatable, if that's the right word. Because like we're just a normal family like every other family, and just be real on camera and just be yourself, basically. And that's why we're doing this Let's Talk About, because we want to actually share a bit more with you guys and give you guys our point of view on some things. I have a video about, I have an idea of Let's Talk About, that I want to talk about interracial marriage. I don't like the word interracial, but it is what it is. And I want to talk about the challenges that we've had, because at the start, we needed to understand each other, well, at least I needed to understand you, because you're different than the men in my culture. So I needed to understand how you think, how your brain works, to kind of
Do you understand it now?
Not fully. I don't think I will fully understand you, but I have an idea.
Okay.
So this is kind of an idea that I have, and if you guys are interested, just let us know, and we can also do that video. But I think it will be interesting.
So I remember the next one. This is Mother Day 2021. Daddy cooking for mommy.
Yeah, I remember that. I think it's the only Mother's Day that we actually filmed. So I
Yeah.
can't even remember what happened in 2019. It's so bad. So that's why I'm really grateful for YouTube.
Yeah. Because I even myself,
I know
a couple of weeks ago, I watched, I think that was our first video, it just popped up, and I'm like, well, let me see.
I know we did something in the previous year, but I can't remember. And that's why I really love YouTube, because everything is documented, the good, the bad, the ugly. You see Kirill screaming in the background, and one day I'm going to just pick a video and say, see the way you were screaming like a lunatic every time, and then he will be so ashamed of himself. Yeah. So that's why I love YouTube. It's kind of like our own personal diary that we're sharing with you guys. So
I don't even remember, cooking there, but... Yeah. So the next one,
we're not going to go to every single video.
No, this is most popular.
Okay, which one is
most
this?
Popular. So this is the emotional story about Annabelle's birth.
Yeah.
Positive emotional.
Is that an
emotional story about pregnancy with Kiki?
Yeah, I mentioned that already. Yeah. For me, it was therapeutic.
It was cool.
Yeah, I always wanted to actually do this testimony to just thank the Lord for Kirill's life, because it's a miracle. So yeah, I was happy to do this video. I wanted to share this video, and after that, I just felt like a huge burden was lifting off my shoulder. All those tears, they really completely healed me. So it was a good video to do. So now I don't feel as scared or traumatized as I was before. So
okay, so yeah, it is a
therapeutic. So yeah, it was a good video, and yeah.
And the picture for this, it was also, by the way, taken the same photographer, the one that took our very first picture.
He's kind of like our family photographer. He understands our energy. He understands the family. So it's kind of like when you find somebody and you work well together, you might as well continue. He's no longer in Ireland now. I tried to contact him because I wanted to update our family picture, but he's not in Ireland. And I'm going to check if he's back. I don't know, because he's from Slovakia, I think.
Somewhere, Slovenia, Slovakia.
So he went back to his country for the holidays. I don't know if he got stuck during lockdown or whatever. But anyway, that's another thing. But
yeah. But yeah, that was, that was cool. I actually remember, that the picture when it was taken, in our house, an old house. And yeah, this is the Christmas. It's just going through this 11 months ago, big Christmas makeover with 2 kids.
I don't think they're gonna hear you if you look back.
No, it's just I'm looking at the picture, but we're so young.
Talk about yourself. I'm still young.
Yeah, so this is us again, doing pretty much the same.
Yeah.
And for Annabelle, remember this one? With
Yeah.
Annabelle?
Her birthday.
Yeah, when we show her the pictures, before she was born, and we actually took her to the place where a picture was taken. The pictures was taken, and yeah, that was fun. So it is fun. I mean, being on YouTube, traditional
fun.
wedding again, and us traveling, so
Yeah, you have everything, the summer holidays and everything. So yeah, we're 45 minutes into this video, and I know you guys, you're working tomorrow or you have kids drop off tomorrow. And like I was saying, I'm really appreciative of you guys tuning in and to celebrate this milestone with us. So thank you so much. And I hope that you will still enjoy the other videos that we will put this year for the Vlogmas and for the 2022. It's so hard to say 2022. My mind is still stuck in 2019. So yeah, guys, and I think do you have anything else, or should we wrap up? And
well, mommy, you're the boss. So
I'm not the boss, but
mommy boss.
I am conscious that you guys have it's the middle of the week, it's midweek, so yeah, unless if anyone has a particular question that you want to be answered now. Thank you so much, Luis. Thank you. So unless if anyone you have any particular question that you want us to answer, or we can just call it a wrap.
Yeah. So thank you so much for tuning in today. The next video will be about the Christmas tree, and then the next week that will be the Let's Talk About. So the Let's Talk About series is going to be a weekly thing where we're going to discuss and
different topics.
There will be different topics, and I think what is really cool is that we want you to give us some topics that think that is important and relevant. So yeah, it's a way to connect.
Yeah, it's a discussion. So if you have sorry, I have a little tickle. So if you have any topics or any interests, just let us know and we'll give you guys our opinion. So yeah, so we're gonna wrap this up. I need to remove my makeup, get into PJs. And yes, so thank you so much, guys, and have a good night, a good evening, a good afternoon, wherever you are. Stay safe. There's a new variant. We're all tired of this, but it is what it is. So stay safe. God bless you guys. God bless your families. And I really wish you all the best and, have a good holidays. We say Merry Christmas. We don't say good holidays, but, Merry Christmas. Have a good holidays and everything. So, yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.